Hi, and welcome to another episode of Teculous Century. I'm your host, Ben, and on the bench today we have a piece of shit IBM personal computer XT. So, the story behind this is I found a big stack of these behind the evil e-recycler, and like there was lots of these. There was these and a whole bunch of K-Pro XL computers. I grabbed one of each because I was going to take, the stacks were like this high. There was like 2 or 3 stacks of them like that high. And so I just kind of dug through them, grabbed one of each of the best ones that were there and threw them in the Jeep and buggered off. So, the sad part is when I got home and looked at these, they had been upgraded. So the original motherboard is not in here. And I was kind of pissed off that it wasn't, but as luck would have it, where the fuck is it? Where's the fucking box? So as luck would have it, like just recently anyway, I've had this for like 2, maybe 3 years already. Somebody on the internet was selling a motherboard for IBM PCXT, an official motherboard for it. So I threw him a little bit of money, he sent it my way, and we're gonna end up putting it in. But before we put that in, I want to fire this thing up and see. I don't know if there's a hard drive in this thing. Let's take it apart. How the fuck do you get this thing open? Okay, flip it like this. The floppy drive's not even secured in this fucking thing. Come on. There we go. Finally let go. Fucking stupid IBM. There we go. Alright. Remax has a Remax sticker on the bottom. I'm guessing that's where this initially came from. Well, there's cork pads under here and one's missing. That's okay. We don't care, do we? This might be a high density floppy drive. I have to look it up and check it. You know what? There's no hard drive in here, is there? No hard drive, just a floppy drive. Well, that's interesting. What do we got in here? Oh, fuck, there's no window on this fucking EEPROM. That's not good. There's room for RAM in here. I gotta stick some RAM in this thing. Alright, I figure I'll let you look in this thing. Yeah, that doesn't look like XT RAM that goes in there, does it? So if we look at this thing, keyboard controller BIOS, blah 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 blah. Oh, there's a fucking nasty ass battery on there. I'm gonna cut that off once I get the board out. But I believe this is a 286 in here. Intel, yeah, 286. That's what this chip says. That's upside down, but that's what it says. Now, what we got here? We got is that a floppy, or that's a floppy controller, I believe. This is a network card. This thing here, it's a network card. I don't know what the fuck kind of network I can hook it up to. But this thing, this is the interesting one. This is a video card made by Commodore. I thought that was interesting, and this EEPROM has no window on it, so we're going to put a sticker on there and hope for the best. I'm going to throw some RAM in there. I don't know if they need to throw RAM in there. Well, we'll find out. We're going to try firing it up and see if it does anything. Because if it works, I would like to find a new home for it. This is the monochrome monitor. I know it works, so let's see. Well, there we go. We got something there. Good. Chip, scat, BIOS, blah, blah, blah. System CMOS. Check some bad run setup. Keyboard error. Press F1 to continue with no keyboard. That's real fucking good, eh? But I have my shitty and highly unreliable XT and AT keyboard. This keyboard sucks ass. It's terrible. Alright, F1. There we go. Apparently this is a boot disk. We'll find out. Starting MS-DOS. So, we got the motherboard works, the power supply works, the floppy drive obviously works. That's all good stuff. But we want to get the original motherboard into this thing, so that's my main goal for this. Make it back to its original IBM XT. I don't care for IBM shit, but I don't like it when things, you know, don't have their original hardware in it. But back in the day, you know, they just bought a motherboard because it's cheaper to just buy a motherboard than buy the whole setup and just upgrade it like that. So, first thing I want to do, take out this video card, this Commodore video card. I'm absolutely thrilled that it's a Commodore card. Okay, this EEPROM, I don't want this fucking EEPROM to go blank, god damn it. So let's cover it up temporarily. Now, the best thing to cover it up with is these little foil things that went on floppy disks to prevent you from writing on them. Now, if you've ever repurposed floppy disks or, you know, had these back in the day, you'll remember that these fucking things don't come off. Like, they're stubborn as shit. So you know what? Nothing better than using that to put over an EEPROM. And, like, I don't write protect my 5 1/4" floppy disks anymore, but I'm definitely going to put this over top of that fucking EEPROM so it doesn't get wiped. We know the card works, so I have no problems with putting a sticker over top of it now. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about it coming off, because that's really good. Yeah! Alright! Oh no, here we go. 1985 Commodore Monochrome PCB. That kind of sucks, eh? Alright, network card. Let's rip it out. Well, what the hell is that? Oh, they got, here, let's zoom in on this fucking thing. What they got here, there's a button mounted to this plate. It looks like it used to be an audio card. And they took the audio portion of it off, put a switch on there. This is a reset button. Well, that's pretty fucking cool now, isn't it? I like that. Neat. But anyways, here's the network card. Raycore Computer Products, LAN Pack 2. It's got a TV cable on it. You can plug your TV cable in there like that, eh? But, yeah. I don't know how these work. I have no fucking clue, but maybe I'll network one of these bastards one day. Yeah, that would be nice in my compact. But I don't even know if I can get the damn thing on the network. Probably not. Such an old... This is probably old technology that nobody ever fucking uses anymore. Alright, and the floppy controller can come off. Yeah, there's no hard drive, nothing in here. Ah! This also has a serial and parallel port on it, so that's kind of nice. Good. We'll keep the boot disk in there. Copal. Is it Copal? Never heard of it. Copal. Like cheap shit brand. Oh, you know what? Look at this. Here's the label that was on it. 360K. Working. We know it's a 360K floppy drive now. It's a beige one, but it's better than nothing, right? Okay, good. Well, let's put that aside. Last things last, we gotta disconnect the power. I'm not plugged in, am I? Nope. Okay, good. Power. P8 and P9. We gotta remember what order this goes in. You know how you do that? So if you want to know, just put a mark between the two, like that. And then they'll line up. There, good. I think that's the only screw on here. This might just slide out or something. Yeah, it's supposed to just slide out, it looks like. There we go. Oh, disconnect the speaker. Can't forget that. There we go. We have more stickers falling around here. What the fuck is that? Okay, let's zoom in right by the back plate here. What the fuck is that? I have a sword. Look at that. I am King Bitch. We got the board out. We got a nice sword. Oh fuck, this battery's gonna come out. Luckily, it looks like it's barely leaked in there. If you look at the battery, these fucking batteries are notorious for leaking, but that looks pretty good there. Let's get her back to its original state with this. This is an official IBM motherboard. If you look at the chips there, they're official. Look at that. I gotta put those fucking posts on here. So let's get the case out of here and we'll do that. Now, to do this, you need pliers, which everybody's stolen from me. Here's a set. This shitty pink set here. This will work. So, you gotta get these little pluggy plastic things out of here. These are all board supports here. You gotta get these out of here. There's one. Good. You don't want to bust them, because I'm not exactly going to be able to find any. Well, I could probably find some if I dug in the garage for them, but not exactly common. I'm going to squeeze them and pull on them. There we go. There's two. Squeeze it. Pull it out. There we go. Ah! Hand cramp! Fuck, I hate hand cramps. There we go. All done. Now, what I'm gonna do is put these fucking things back on here. So, put one there. So one probably should go there, so you have a little more support, you don't fuck up the board. So we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, two here, I'm guessing, because you're still pushing on the fucking board there. And then the one here will be fine, because you're not pushing anything in there. So you gotta kind of figure out where you're gonna put these stupid things. There we go. She's all ready to go back in. Good. Come on, you fucking shit. Yeah, I'm not supposed to put one of those fucking slidey things there. I would prefer to put one there. It should slide in there. That's what these stupid things are made for. Fucking IBM. What a dumb design this is. Okay. Come on, ass face. Go. All the other ones are going in fine. Just this fucking one there. Well, you're kind of in position. Only kind of. Maybe you should slide them in first and then pop the board on. That's almost a better idea. Fuck me. What if that's the right way to do it? You can find out. Oh well. Okay, now that we got the pegs in place, we're gonna try jamming the fucking motherboard right onto them. That should work. Easier than sliding this whole fucking goddamn thing in there. You know, they make these slider things to make it easier to change them, but, you know, they're an idiot. They're idiots. Okay, look at that. That was easier than sliding the whole fucking thing in there. They're all in place. I'm gonna lock the board in place and the screw holes all line up so everybody's happy. Alright, these are fine thread screws. This one's a little rusty though. Let's see if we have anything else we can stick in there. I got a whole bag of screws here. Oh yeah. It's coarse thread. Fucking stupid. So the corner one's a fine thread? Or did somebody just jam it in there? Like a fucking idiot. I think somebody just jammed it in there like a fucking idiot. I don't think that's right. Let's see if we can stick a coarse thread in there. Yep, it's coarse thread. Fucking people, eh? Here, throw that rusty one away. Now that we have everything correct in here, we gotta hook up the power. There we go. Good. Hook up the speaker, because we can't do without a fucking speaker. Good. Hook up the reset switch, but it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. That's pretty simple, actually. Okay, we gotta put some cards in here, so we can have, you know, peripherals. You know what I should do? Before I put these fucking things in here, these big long-ass cards, well, this big long-ass card at least, is we'll put the screws in for the floppy drive, because I don't want it loosey-goosey in there. Alright, floppy drive, here you are. You're my friend. You are my friend. You're a floppy drive. And you're my friend. Put the power on it. Put at least one of the drive connectors on it. At least the A one. Well, that's interesting. I can't put I can't put more than one floppy drive in here. This is supposed to be a full height one, it looks like. Unless you make a bracket or drill some holes into this plate here, you're not going to get another drive in here. So, I mean, I could go through the pain in the ass of doing that, or I could just say fuck it and not do anything. I wonder if I can get a drive bay cover. I probably have some kicking around somewhere. Do I have any in here? Maybe not. See, here's a bracket I made to put more than one drive in here, so I could do that. I might just do that. So something I realize is, I don't think this floppy controller is going to work. Well, it might work, but it's got an IDE controller on it too, for a hard drive. That probably won't work, because it's supposed to have the 16-bit expansion here, and XTs don't have that. Also, I didn't find a drive. I found a drive bay cover, but it's too big, so I'm gonna have to cut off one of these little snaps here and just like tape it on or something, just to cover it up. I mean, yeah, it would be better if it was covered up. I'm gonna go have a quick look. I know where there's a box of computer cards, and I'll see if there's a proper 8-bit floppy controller in there. I'll show you guys what I found. I thought this was a floppy controller, but no, this is not a floppy controller. This is a dual MFM hard drive controller, but it's 16-bit, so yeah, it's kind of pointless for me to stick that thing in there, and I don't have a hard drive either to stick in there. Well, I probably have one kicking around somewhere. I just don't know where. So, I got that. It's not going in there. I found a 2 megabyte floppy controller. Look at that fucking thing, eh? Like, I don't have a 2 megabyte floppy drive. I don't know. Or can you use a 1.44? Probably not. I found a couple of video cards. We'll see if we can get some color out of this fucking thing. This is a Paradise card. And this is... oh, this is ATI. Look at that. That should be color, yeah? Maybe? Kinda? Sorta? I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather do that. I'm as much as I love Commodore, you know, monochrome is... I mean, if there's a color card in one of my XTs, I might just swap it up with that. I don't know. I just collect whatever cards. The network card is 16 bits. So I think it's pointless for me to shove this thing back in there. Oh, I gotta put this this drive bay cover on here. I just broke one of the tabs off and the other one's still on there, but this doesn't fit properly. It's for a newer computer. But it's better than having mice crawl in here and chowing away. I don't want that. That's the last thing I want, is a mouse to come in here, live in it, and piss all over the place or something. And yeah, if it'll keep the mice out of it, if there's any mice that want to go in here. Alright, we got the floppy drive. We're going to put the double card in here, though, because that's a good idea, in case I want to throw another drive in here, or a hard drive, or some shit. So, we're going to put the mounting bracket in there. Put some screws in there, because we have lots of screws. Good! We have a mounting plate for another drive if need be. Good. There we go. On. You got a prompt. Okay, boom. You hear how much fucking beeping this thing's doing? It's sure not fucking doing much there. I think my problem... I got the wrong controller card on here for the floppy drive. That might be part of the problem. And I'm pretty sure it's not very happy about that. Well, guess what? I can't put any screws in this thing. I don't have access to my screw collection yet in the garage. So, yeah, I can't do much with this right now. I can't put any screws in it anyway, because they're all gone. Nobody fucking left the old ones in there. These won't work either. So I gotta wait until I get access to my screw collection, and then I'll see if I have anything. It'll stay together for now, but yeah. Well, not a whole lot of success today on this episode of Tech of the Century, but I mean, we got the original motherboard back in, which was my goal. And then at some later dates, I will be dealing with this. At least I got a cover plate on here. It's not very good, but it's a cover plate. I mean, it'll probably end up with like another floppy drive or a hard drive in it or something at some point. But anyways, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, fucking IBM. Anyway, until next time, yeah, take care and we'll see you again.